Hey, welcome to the Permakid podcast. This is James.
This is Woodrow.
This is Entery.
I'm that guy. Tron, what up?
The Black Magician, a.k.a. Tronix.
And this is our first podcast of 2015.
We're coming here today to talk about a few things for the year.
If you're lucky and you catch this podcast, if you put in up, down, left, right, BA, you just might get to hear our debut podcast that, never got posted. We got button codes.
True.
We got all kind of codes. We got 00737355963.
FR.
ABACABB.
Did you just say FR?
We're saying a lot of things, but we're not saying anything.
Oh, we saying some things, all right. If you play Punch Out and Contra, you know what we're talking about.
Sorry to all the female viewers, listeners, whatever.
Cool. Shout out to you ladies. Shout out to all the otaku ladies, all the gamer ladies, and everybody else.
And all the senpais out there.
Word. Senpai, please notice me. I'm right here.
Please stop.
I'm sorry. So today, we're here to pretty much talk about what games are coming out for 2015 and what everybody's looking forward to. We have a pretty big list because a lot of shit coming out this year that should have came out last year, but it got delayed so we wouldn't have like a million patches. Because 2014 was a year of patches. But this one's looking pretty promising this year.
Yeah, I have been keeping an eye out. Like, we were having a discussion before we started the actual podcast saying that maybe y'all focus too much on the still photo of new games. And I was just saying that, hey, it's kind of like the whole don't judge a book by its cover, but I won't pick up a book unless the cover looks cool. So that was kind of my argument there, but it's still my fault. I should be keeping up with what new games are coming out.
Tron is living in the old days of 1998 where I had to go look at RBI baseball covers and be like, that looks kind of cool. Because we had videos back then.
Shout out to those posters you used to get with new systems and new video games that just had like a list of still
You just
still
upset
photos.
me just now because I do miss those. even the boxes that we used to have when they used to have the line up on the back. Now it's not even real anymore. It's just a blank space saying "fuck you."
Now people have YouTube to watch if they want to see what upcoming games or websites to go to or podcasts to listen to see what they should be interested in.
Such as us.
So yeah, I'm kind of here with y'all listeners. I'm about to find out what's all coming out. I won't have too many opinions. I probably will. But, hey, man, by all means.
All right, I'll just start off with a couple of them. For the PC, PS4, and Xbox One, we have Evolve coming out this year.
What is that?
That's the game where it's like a 4-on-1, and there's 4 people playing against one guy, and the other guy controls like
one
the
of the
main
big
monster.
monsters, yeah.
Like
He's the
called
boss.
So
the
what are you
Kraken.
actually playing as, though?
You play as 4 different classes of a soldier, and then the other person plays as one of the monsters.
So it's like Juggernaut in Halo, basically. One person is overpowered, and the other people work together to kill that one person.
Sort of, but it's just like a badass enemy that you play as.
That sounds pretty cool.
Yeah. One of them's named the Kraken, so that should tell you something right there.
Think along the lines of more like Left 4 Dead in the event that one person's playing with a tank.
Yeah.
And everybody else is playing with like survivors that all have different.
No, that really does sound interesting.
Yeah,
that I could
it's
do.
It's 4v1. They're releasing a beta again, I think maybe this month, and the game is released on February the 10th of this year, so be on the lookout for that one.
Cool.
Halo 5, and nobody's going to mention that.
Guardians.
I mean, clearly that's the one of the big ones coming out. That's one of the ones that I know
a lot of you are probably playing a beta for that right now, but the game isn't scheduled to, I want to say, December 2015. It doesn't have a release date for
Xbox One platform only, though,
yes.
right?
It's an Xbox One exclusive.
You got to be shitting me. In December? Why?
Why is the beta out right now?
Why they releasing the beta a year early?
You know why? So they don't get another Destiny.
Oh. Yeah, okay.
Fair enough?
Fair enough.
Keep doing your thing, 343.
Exactly. You know what? And to be fair, so they don't have another Master Chief Collection because that game was pretty fucked up when it got released too. So they're taking their time as they should. I'm not in that big a hurry. Just get the game complete is all I ask.
All I'm asking is content.
Exactly.
Do me a solid 343 and make sure you put more content in it.
Hey, we get John Locke. We got a whole new character, so looks pretty cool.
Batman Arkham Knight.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited for that game myself. That is for the PC, PS4, and Xbox One.
Amazing.
Yes, it does.
I mean, I can't. Like they said that the amount of polygons in Batman himself, like there's more polygons in the Batman character model than there were in the entire city of Batman Arkham City. That is unfathomable. I don't understand.
Yeah, there's nothing better than being able to control the Batmobile and you literally just drive through Gotham tearing up everything as you drive.
Batman doesn't kill, but he runs over people. But they just get like a cold after
It's
they get
the Bat.
It's the Batmobile. I'm okay. He just ran over me 60 miles per hour.
I know he's supposed to save Gotham, but when you watch a gameplay of him driving, he's tearing up every piece of that city. But it looks badass.
Is anybody excited about Mighty Number 9?
Yes.
Fuck yes.
That
I've been waiting
We've
on
been-
Mega Man
Exactly.
to be a thing again outside of a fighting game for at least 10 years.
This is made by Capcom, right?
No.
It's
Oh,
a guy
It's
that-
made by the guy who left
there
Capcom,
you go. There
Capcom
you
because they kept telling him, "Oh, we want you to take Mega Man and put him in fighting games and just give him new fight moves."
Nah.
Quarter circle forward.
Nah.
I'm like, no, man. I want an actual Mega Man game where I have to choose between 8 bosses and then fight all 8 of those bosses at the end on the very last stage. I want a Mega Man game, a legit one.
Yeah.
And that's what
Like-
Mighty Number 9 is supposed to be.
Last year, the closest thing we really had was Shovel Knight, and that was amazing.
Yes, yes, it was. Oh my God, it reminded me of was it Ghouls and Goblins because it was
Ghouls and
hard
Goblins,
at parts.
DuckTales, and Mega Man,
Yeah.
like all put together. And
Is
that's,
it?
Like, can't
Oh,
be
you
beat.
know what? You probably didn't play it. Azure Striker on 3DS. It's just a download for 3DS. It was damn good of a game, and it was Mega Man-esque. It was Mega Man X-esque.
I'll have to check that out.
Is that console exclusive?
Yes, Azure Striker I think is 3DS only, but Mighty Number 9 is supposed to be released on all consoles.
Okay.
3DS, Wii, even Wii's getting it. That's surprising. Xbox One, PS4. I think it's even coming out on 360 and PS3 too for people who don't have it. Yeah, PS Vita, Linux. Wow, it's everywhere. it's gonna be everywhere. I'm looking at it now.
Okay, we also have the Witcher 3 Wild Hunt for the PC, PS4, and Xbox One.
Yeah.
Never played Witcher. Going to support them. They like free stuff, and I do too. So
Nothing beats free.
When
We
the
love
guy,
free.
when one of the creators came out and said that he feels like DLCs are just really getting over on people, so all their content is going to be free when it comes out.
Shout out to them on that.
I mean,
So-
the game itself isn't going to be free,
Exactly.
but every extra thing that they add,
Any
over
DLC
the
that they
years
have is
will
going to be,
free.
it'll be free download. But I encourage everyone just for that one reason alone is to go support that game because they need it.
all right, tell me about this Division game, because I had never seen anything about it, and I'm glancing at it now, and I saw open world action RPG game, and I want everything to do with it, and
Yeah,
I
was
haven't
getting-
seen anything
I was
about
getting
it.
mixed up with the Order earlier, and what is
But,
the Division?
But I saw Tom Clancy, and I immediately thought Rainbow Six, and I didn't want anything to do
Okay.
with that.
Yeah, okay.
So
Do not think you're going back playing.
Vegas.
Yeah, it's not nothing. It's nothing like
It's a
that
new
whatsoever.
System where like
Yeah, it's
cars can become like
It's cross-platform. It's PC, PS4, and Xbox One. Not cross-platform, but it'll be out for all platforms.
Yeah.
But they haven't released a lot of info on it because they've been kind of keeping it on the wraps. But this is Ubisoft's baby that they've been keeping chilling for like a long time.
Ubisoft, huh?
Yeah.
Ah,
So I mean, it's.
Okay. Well, that means it's gonna be glitchy as fuck when it first comes out.
I mean, I hope. From what I heard, Far Cry 4 ending, so they may be on the right path again.
they're
I don't
testing new
know.
waters with this system.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
But this was supposed to originally come out 2014, so that's a good sign that they delayed it till this year.
At
So
least-
they're working on something.
At least Activision didn't get the satanic clause into it.
I mean, if like I said, it's open world. This, I mean, I don't want to compare it to Destiny because there's really nothing like it. But in the sense of being team based and you having to work together, it's kind of the same thing. So hopefully it's just not as repetitive.
What about Battlefield Hardline?
I have been looking forward to that the same way. I was one of the people who were tired of having to go play and fight in the jungle every time, or like, oh, it's the same setting. Let's go to Afghanistan again.
I'm gonna go ahead and be real with you. I just got tired of losing. I got my ass kicked way too much in Battlefield. I'm sorry.
You guys might like Battlefront when that comes out, the Star Wars
Yeah,
one.
that's also going to be PC, PS4, and Xbox One. Both of those games will be. Yeah, Battlefront looks amazing. They haven't released that much info on it yet either, but I'm kind of glad this happened. I don't want to know everything about the game a year in advance.
Yeah.
Like, surprise me when you get ready to come out. We have Metal Gear Solid 5, The Phantom Pain.
I love those games so
PC,
much.
PS3, PS4, Xbox 360, and Xbox One.
I just feel so weird about them coming out on all those different systems. Same with Kingdom Hearts 3. I don't want them to come out. I just want them on the PlayStation.
Yeah.
And I'm not even really that big of a fan of Sony, but it's just like I feel like it's blasphemy playing on PC or Xbox with those specific titles.
And I felt the same way about playing Sonic on the Wii when it happened, but hey, sometimes shit happens.
Yeah, I'm halfway. I'm glad at least Metal Gear did that. I do feel that way about Kingdom Hearts. That is kind of awkward, but I am glad that Metal Gear Solid 5 decided to do that. Hideo Kojima knows he's going to get that money all the way around.
See, Sega didn't have a choice with Sonic. It was just like sell it to everybody or fucking disappear
it's like
off the
selling your
earth.
own baby. Like I have to hold on to one thing. I can't get rid of it. Then we're broke. Now I got to sell it.
Speaking of Kingdom Hearts 3, do you guys think that now that Disney owns Marvel and Star Wars that we're going to see like Iron Man with a lightsaber or some crap like that in Kingdom Hearts 3?
If Boba Fett isn't hunting fucking Jack Sparrow for some sort of bounty, I don't want no part of it.
that would be weird. I don't know how I feel about that. It would be pretty fun though.
Elder Scrolls Online, fuck that game.
Yeah.
Wait, I just read something the other day that may end up coming to platforms as a free to play game.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, I will. Let me withhold my judgment
now
a little bit.
Doesn't mean it's gonna be a great game. It's just saying that it's gonna be free to it may be free to play.
The way that I play
don't know what
Skyrim it's not going to translate into an MMO. So I don't care about that.
I've been waiting on this game forever.
He has.
I've been waiting on this game forever, and they keep pushing it back. I mean, it's still on PC. If you got it on PC, hey, more power to you. But I started the Elder Scrolls games with Oblivion. Then I actually went back and played Morrowind, and then I went forward and played Skyrim. So all of this translated to a console for me. So
right, but the thing is, like every Elder Scrolls fan said when they play those games, they're like, you know what would be cool if I could play with just one more friend, or have like a party of 4.
Yeah, no bigger than that.
I don't want it to be more than that. I don't want to run around seeing other dudes running around. Like, I just want, you can make your own fun in those games just playing single player. Imagine the crap you could make up playing with multiplayer.
My issue was, and I wasn't against it, but I wasn't for it either. But the whole faction thing that they have in World of Warcraft, like eventually you're gonna cross into somebody else's country or territory, and then you're gonna be fighting other players in that territory, just trying to like gather weeds or some shit. But I was curious to see how that was gonna translate out, how that was gonna work out, whether I was gonna hate it or whether I was gonna be like, okay, I can live with it. Or whether the world is just big enough to where you never even have to do that if you just stay in your own country. Which who would want to do that? I want to go kill some people sometimes. Sometimes I want to sow shit. Whatever.
Yeah. And if it's free to play, we're gonna get to at least test it out without having to waste money.
Just a quick look at a few more games. Uncharted 4 for the PS4 comes out this year. Anybody excited about that? Crickets.
I played bits and pieces of the first Uncharted, the very first Uncharted, and I did love the game. I just never.
Do you care about Nathan Drake that much?
I never finished it.
Okay.
So, yeah,
it looks fucking beautiful, but
I mean, those games always look really good with the time they come out, but they're like Tomb Raider. It makes it seem like it's open, but it's very linear.
Yeah.
You're pushing buttons when they want you to, and it's like.
Speaking of Tomb Raider, that also comes out in 2015.
I'll pass.
It's a time exclusive for the Xbox 360 and Xbox One.
Still passing on that.
I want to play it because I played Tomb Raider for the Xbox 360, and I had a lot of fun playing it because it was a lot of killing and blood, and people died some really fucked up ways in that game.
Pretty hilarious ways.
So I was cool with it.
When she gets like pinned up on the wall and just like the guy just like stabs her through the chest and you just see the life just leave.
What they should have done
Yeah,
is
but
add
when
that
you make
Sonya
that
Blade
same
screen.
mistake several times and you see it like the 30th time, you're like,
Yeah.
okay, I'm done with this.
Yeah.
Five Nights
Now
at
I'm
The
getting
first time it's
frustrated
like,
because I
that's
keep
pretty
dying.
cool. The second time it's like, dang, it happened again. And like the 30th time it's like, Cool.
I finished it. I like the gameplay of it. I can't say I'm super excited about it coming out, but I do want to play it. Anybody ever heard of Quantum Break? It's coming for the Xbox One.
No, but it sounds awesome.
It's pretty badass. Like
Just quantum anything, I'm down.
It
Scott
doesn't have Scott
Bakula's in it?
Bakula.
Nice.
Oh boy.
No, you can it's pretty much time bending when you play in that game. Of like, you can like just,
Braid.
Yeah, sort
I
of.
love Braid.
Like Prince of Persia.
Yeah.
Really? Don't. That's not a good endorsement
No,
for
no,
that game.
You can stop time like that, but you don't play the same way. Okay, imagine you having Max Payne, or has anybody played the Alan Wake games?
The what?
No,
game?
I
Alan
haven't,
Wake?
but I haven't played them
The
yet.
same company made that,
Yeah.
but imagine playing Max Payne, but I can like stop time.
Is it
to
based
do
off
things
that
and
awesome
start
movie
things.
Clock Stoppers?
Yeah,
Greatest movie ever.
with Jesse Bradford. Yeah,
Yeah, cool.
he's in that game too. All right, Jesse Bradford.
No Man's Sky.
Yeah, that is a PS4
Well,
timed exclusive. It's coming to the PC later, but
can we talk
they
about
haven't said
our
Xbox One
concerns
yet,
with
but it's
that
going
game?
to. From the gameplay that we've all watched, we've seen them fly around and we've seen all the creatures on the planet, and all that shit looks fucking amazing. But
But-
we really haven't seen any like on foot gameplay yet.
Well, yeah, we don't see any first-person shooting going on.
We've saw a lot of flying from world to world without.
Which is amazing
Yes.
because there's another game that I'm not mentioning anymore that doesn't do that.
Yeah, ignoring that.
You can't ignore that. It's a truth.
I
What I
know.
was saying was, like,
TROOF.
flying from the ground level to space, like it didn't look like there was a lot of control there. It might have just been a really fast load screen that makes it seem like it's seamless. I mean, it looks
From
seamless,
what they said,
but-
you can actually do that. It does. You do control the whole time.
Okay. Well,
You
if,
go
if
through,
that's
like-
the case, that's
yeah.
fine. But to
That's-
me, it looked like it was a load screen that goes to a shooter game that stays like a chase like shooter game, and it wasn't really that impressive to me. I've got to get my hands on this game to make sure they're not trying to trick me.
See, until y'all pointed it out, and this became a major issue. I haven't seen any first-person shooting, and from what I can tell, it's Star Fox. And I love Star Fox. Don't get me wrong, but I'm not going to go to that. I'm not going to Walmart to pay $60 for No Man's Sky to play Star Fox.
No Man's Sky, go to third person, show that we're playing as Falco Lombardi, and we will be down to buy it.
A whole other story if
keep
that's the
in-
case.
Keep in mind, this is an indie game that looks that amazing. So this isn't like some big AAA title that made it. This
I'm
is an
okay
indie
with
game.
just playing Starbound, which doesn't look that great, but it's pixel art and stuff, and that's good for me.
See, I don't. If there is no first-person shooting going on while I'm on foot, there is literally no reason for me to leave my ship. I'm just gonna fly around the entire galaxy and just explore shit.
What if it's like gather missions? You got to go to planets, get out of your ship, and go pick up a rock.
Oh yeah, Christopher Columbus, the game. I'll pass. I don't want to.
I'm just excited on how seamless the game looks. I mean, it's
Yeah.
just amazing.
Yeah,
Which is crazy.
but
that I
it's
say
gonna
that.
have competition with Star Citizen 2. That kick the crowdsourced game that
That's
does the
supposed to
same
be
thing, but
only,
looks
though.
yeah,
promises.
it looks amazing too. We also have Mortal Kombat X. Did we talk about that yet? We talked about that. That is also for PC,
We
Xbox One,
may
and
be
PS4.
having a game tournament at the GGG, the Geeks Games and Gadgets Convention, coming to
when is that date?
Nacogdoches, July 17th through 19th, and we'll probably have a copy of that game to have a tournament.
Yeah, it gets released on April 14th this year, so we should have a copy of that.
I don't wanna
What did you
talk
say?
about
Platforms
Mortal
that went across?
That's PC, PS4, and Xbox One.
It never changes. I'm a Mortal Kombat fan. I've bought a good majority of the Mortal Kombat since they came out. Even that horrible Mortal Kombat 4. But maybe I'm just growing out of it. I'm tired of
might
it.
just be
I'm
tired.
tired. My body
It
weary.
still
I
has-
don't care about Mortal Kombat
It still has a
anymore.
huge following, and it's still like
Yeah.
one of the most
It's still Mortal
watched
Kombat.
games to come out this year. So
If-
I'm confused myself, but
If you love Mortal Kombat, then it's Mortal Kombat. Nothing
Yeah.
changed. You still
If you
got
like the last
fatalities.
one,
You
yeah.
still got Liu Kang somewhere flying around with his little bicycle kick.
I still play every Mario game that comes out, so I can't judge.
yeah.
So yeah.
And I'm glad they're starting to finally, more companies are starting to quit make games for the Xbox 360 and PS2.
Speaking
so
of
they can
Mario, how
focus
excited are you
completely.
about them saying there's not going to be a new
Man,
one for
fuck Mario.
2015?
Nah, playing Mario cool.
There's not?
No, it's not. They
Oh,
made
they
that
said there's
announcement.
gonna
No,
be
they
Mario
made the
Galaxy
announcement that
3.
said they're not making a Mario for 2015.
I don't know about that.
I mean, I haven't read it, but I mean, is anybody really gonna miss it if it didn't?
I wouldn't.
Me?
Not me.
James Stillwell.
Not miss it like in a bad way, but I'm just like there's gonna be like a million other games where Mario's gonna be in there anyway. So it's
That would be a bold move for Nintendo if that's a thing, because
See what they
all of the Mario Galaxies have gotten perfect scores on pretty much every website I've come across.
2013, the year of Luigi, they lost a lot of money. So they keep trying out new things, Nintendo, see what happens.
I commend them for that. Like I don't want you to have to keep relying on the same game every year. I want Nintendo to come out with a whole bunch of new shit to go play. Like that's my problem sometimes. I'm like, we can't keep relying on the same games coming out every year. It's just like, oh, Nintendo had a great year. I'm like, of course you're gonna have a great year. You came out with the same big games you always come out with.
Still waiting on new Metroid.
Did we talk about Dying Light?
No, that actually comes out this month. That is also PC, PS3, PS4, and Xbox One.
Tell me
It was
about
a-
them.
It was originally coming out for the PS3 and Xbox 360, but they exited so they could focus completely on current gen. I mean, if you like parkour and you like zombies, I mean that game looks pretty fun. So I do want to play it.
Sick of zombies.
I said the exact
James.
I haven't played a zombie game in a while.
Well,
I don't
wow.
count Walking Dead. Telltale. So
What about
other than
that? What about Dead Island?
Because that's a character game.
That's
not
an
a
old.
zombie
That's
game.
an old ass game that I got for free that I didn't even finish. So that should tell you something right there.
To
Like,
tell
this-
you that zombie game's overrated.
No, it should tell you that was really just wasn't that good of a game.
What was the last zombie game? What, Left 4 Dead that I played?
See what I'm saying?
I think 2015 through 2016, maybe 17, is going to be the year of the dinosaur. I'm thinking dinosaurs are going to be the big thing.
Hey
Zombies
man, there's
are
gonna be a
out.
dinosaur in
Nazis
No
are
Man's
out.
Sky. So
Dinosaurs are in.
Shout out to Denver. The last dinosaur.
Like he
He's my
said, they did
friend
show a lot
and
of
so much
dinosaurs in
more.
No Man's Sky. There's a lot of them.
maybe all right. There's a lot of new games coming out. Everybody should be able to find something for you to play. And I'm sure there's more that we missed, but 2015 already looks to be a better year than what 2014 did.
See, I'm going down this list, and I hope I'm wrong. That's all I'm saying right now.
Kyle is bah humbugging in video games right now.
I know.
He needs to get out of this phase ASAP. I'm telling you, I have high hopes for 2015.
P.S. On the 3DS, got Fantasy Life. Halfway decent game. Expect my review coming soon to a Facebook near you.
Permakids just got back from Ikkicon 2015. Let's talk a little bit about our experience there.
It's an anime convention that happens once a year, every year at Austin, Texas, at the Hilton Hotel, and it was pretty fun. I couldn't say I had a good time.
Couldn't say you had a good time.
No, I could say I had a good time. I actually had a great time. It was fun.
Yeah.
It brought back a lot of memories, seeing a bunch of old shit I haven't seen in forever.
See, I'm one of those dudes that like says like my favorite anime is Dragon Ball Z. You can tell right off the bat I don't watch anything else. So I mean, me and Woodrow here, we didn't really.
I tell you what I did. I did learn a lot of the stuff that I watched when I was younger that was considered anime. I totally forgot about, especially which was truly my favorite, Speed Racer. I never really thought about that as an anime until when we went to the what was it? Mename. And they talked about all the old animes from the 90s and everything they shot. I was like, I watched all of that.
Ultron, all of that. Astro Boy.
It was amazing.
Good times. Well, actually, I wasn't that big of a fan of Speed Racer.
I
I wasn't
didn't
there,
care
by the
either.
way. I missed out.
Senpai missed out. He didn't notice us.
By the
did
way, when they brought
not.
this up, it reminded me of a game that we didn't touch on, and we might do this. We might touch on it later
J-Star?
on the next one. No, Dragon Ball Z,
Yeah.
Dragon Ball Xenoverse.
Xenoverse, my bad.
I saw it a
But-
while ago.
That game is going to be just like all the other Dragon Ball Z games, and
Yeah, the
of
only
course
difference is you
I'm
get
going to
to-
fall for it. I'm going to buy it. I do it every time.
But an MMO version?
it
still
doesn't
be the
matter.
same? Doesn't
They did
matter?
that with that last one.
I mean,
the
I've
PS
seen
Vita
like
one.
early reviews, and it's really not getting that big a deal. Everybody's kind of like,
All right.
you should be really worried about J-Star victory victory versus more than anything. That comes out
Yeah.
in March. No, June. It comes out June of this year.
That did look amazing. But
I mean-
I'll let y'all get back to Ikkicon.
Yeah, it was a lot of cool cosplay. Attack on Titan was probably the most popular thing that I saw.
That
I was
should be.
surprised at all the Over the Garden Wall cosplay I
Yeah,
saw. I
there's
really
a lot of
enjoyed
that.
that.
Yeah. Finn.
Oh,
I take that back. Finn may have been the most
It's
like
Finn and Fiona hats.
Yeah.
It's easy to just get a blue shirt, a blue skirt,
exactly.
a green backpack, and you're good to
'Cause
go.
before we left, I remember watching the
And the
Cartoon
DVD
Network and
set
that
comes with
song
a hat.
played
Yeah.
everywhere. Has a Finn hat on, has a Finn. And I heard that, and I walked around. I was just like, everyone has a Finn hat on, has a Finn hat on.
I had a Finn hat on, so
He did. It was one point I saw him kind of look around. He was just like,
well, no, my head was getting hot. I was getting
it was hot as
sweaty
shit in the
'cause I'm an
that
adult
vendor
man
booth.
surrounded by cheerings. I mean, I wasn't sweating because I was looking at. I'm gonna stop talking right now.
Yeah, the vendors were cool. I didn't get to shop as much as I wanted to, but I did get to pick up a wall scroll, so I was cool with that.
I think that's the big thing we really missed out on was shopping, the shopping part. Everything else was cool though. Everything else we
You
went and
got
watched and saw
a
was great.
Son Goku crew neck sweater, didn't you? Sweatshirt.
Yeah, yes, I did.
Yeah. I don't know why I said Son Goku. I'm trying to sound all anime.
Goku
and shit.
Senpai.
Yeah. He did notice you. That's why you got that sweater.
Well, yeah. Well, they were like they closed it off. They were saying the vendor room was closing, and it was
Yeah.
like 5 p.m. And I was like, crap, I gotta buy something.
Yeah.
So I don't know if that was a sales tactic or not, but it worked on
I
me.
think they closed because everybody was starting to go away to the events were starting to happen, so they kind of were just like
It was at the same
time.
time as the cosplay contest.
Yeah. Speaking of that cosplay contest, I'm gonna say
Amazing.
this: there was a lot of talented people at Ikkicon. I will say
Yes.
that was cool.
I don't know. I was gonna say a lot of it was cringe-worthy.
I'm
I'm not trying to be a jerk or
They-
anything, but
yeah.
there were people in the audience that looked way better than the people on the
Oh
stage.
yeah, like I'm just like this is an overall event. Like it was a lot of people that put a lot of work into those, so I was cool with them.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, they did put in a lot of work, but shout out to that sketch segment where they were dancing and singing and talking to each other with like.
Well, we stayed in there for like all of maybe like 3 minutes. By the time the third song happened, I was like, I'm going outside. I don't want to do this anymore. I don't want to watch a dude in the Colossal Titan skin tight suit shake his ass in front of me. I was just like, you know what? Probably
Twerking
gonna
and
go
all that
outside.
We,
crap. They could have left that part out.
We also watched a screening of Freezing Vibrations. I don't know what I didn't know what freezing was before this all started. But hey, get on our Facebook and if you watch Freezing, tell me because I want to know who all watches Freezing like legitimately.
See,
who are
I-
fans of that show? Because I got up and walked out. I was like, I can't do this.
See, I have it in my Netflix queue the first season, and I've been meaning to watch it. I just haven't watched it yet. So I was cool with it because I kind of
In
knew what to
all
expect watching
honesty,
it.
and what
so-
we sat in there and watched, I was not disappointed with at all. It was pretty good. I mean,
I
the
knew-
titties helped.
No, they were
The
hurting.
titties helped a little
They
bit.
hurt everything. Like I did.
They hurt everything for him. I
They
was
were
cool
trying
for
to
him.
For him, I was cool with it.
They were trying to have serious arguments with each other, but they had just got out of a jacuzzi and were just standing
That's the
there naked.
see. That's
I
the
was like,
funny
"Come
part
on."
of it, though.
But it's not trying to be funny, or was it?
Yeah,
But
it kind of is.
Yeah, it was really being funny. I mean, because on the one part, did you see where they were talking? She just throws the titties up there at the screen. I mean, that was
But
supposed to
they're-
be fun.
I don't know.
See, I knew what I was getting into when I went to go watch it, so I really wasn't that surprised. I knew of it, I just hadn't seen it yet, so I was like, it didn't shock me or anything. So I'm gonna give the first season a try and watch it.
I just want to give out a couple of suggestions for everybody that might not know about certain things. If you read comic books, or if you don't read comic books, actually, if you do not read comic books, I suggest you check out IDW Publishing's just their whole lineup of 2015. They've got a lot of nostalgia hits. They've got Transformers, Star Trek, Doctor Who. But right now, I'm about to go ahead and buy like all the Ghostbusters team up with the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles comics. They've got those. Jim, the Barbie and the Rockers. IDW Publishing is like right now it's my favorite like comic distributor. As far as cartoons, I'd say my suggestions are Bee and Puppy Cat and Over the Garden Wall. And for upcoming movies, get excited about Age of Ultron and Star Wars Episode 7. I mean, I'm pretty sure everybody already is. Does anybody else have any like comic, cartoon, or movie suggestions?
Something about episode 7's rubbing me the wrong way. I haven't figured it out just yet. There's really nothing for me to talk about. It's just something about the trailer looked awesome. Well, what little of it they showed and the stuff I've been reading, I'm just something's not right here. I don't know what's about to happen with this episode 7. I love Star
Black
Wars.
Stormtrooper, is that what the problem is?
Hey, I can say this. When we walk out of the theater after Star Wars Episode 7, I know for a fact I'll be able to walk out and say, at least it was better than Attack of the Clones. At least it was better than Phantom Menace. I know I'll be able to say that.
Will you really?
I know it. I know for a fact.
I'm not ready to make that.
A little
bet
too
just
confident
yet.
on that one right now.
I'm 100% sure.
The only thing I'm sure that I can walk out of that theater and say is, well, at least it was better than Dragon Ball Evolution.
Yeah?
Which isn't saying much. I could make a movie better than Dragon Ball Evolution.
I can too with my iPhone, and it'll look just as bad. It'll probably look even better than that.
In fact, y'all get ready to see a Permakid movie that looks better than Dragon Ball Evolution.
Yes. So on that Permakid note, we are about to roll out. Everybody have a good day, time, whatever time you're watching the shit or listening to it.
Have a
My bad.
successful 2015 when
Yeah.
it comes to anime, comics, games.
Play games, man. That's my
Lots
main
of
thing I can
games.
tell you. Play games. Don't just get stuck on one game because it's a terrible thing. Play a bunch of games this year.
And continue to give the Permakid podcast a chance. This is a learning experience for us.
Oh, we got this. This is no problem at all. It's the first
Sponsor
one.
us. We need money.
Quiet, you.
No, I'm
Don't be telling them that. I'm like, yeah, you're right.
gonna check out. I'm gonna actually check out this Freezing anime. I'm not sure,
That wasn't my
James.
intention.
I'm because I got
gonna
two
start
different
doing-
opinions from it. So
We're gonna start doing reviews on anime series. We're gonna start doing game reviews. We're gonna start having let's plays. There will be a lot more to come. This is just the beginning.
We might mess around and do our own little cosplay.
I'm probably not
allow that.
No.
They got scared. They got scared.
Unless I get to play
Slow.
Senpai, I ain't
They
rolling
got
with nothing
scared.
else.
Leave me alone. Let's wrap this up.
And hey, everybody, don't forget to check out permakids.net. You can use that as a portal to our Facebook page, our YouTube page. We also got a link to the Geeks, Games, and Gadgets convention coming to the Nacogdoches Expo Center July 17th through the 19th, being put on by Town Square Media and sponsored by Screen Geeks in Lufkin. It's going to be awesome. Get stoked. Tell your friends. We're going to be there.
So, yeah, we're going to roll out and everybody can come back next time and continue supporting us. Okay, bye.
Thank you.
Peace.